Yummy. Cut. What's happening, y'all? Back in the lab, back in the studio, Captain's Log Podcast. You know what it is. I'm your host, Robert Marbury. Welcome back, man, for another one, man. Just me tonight. You know what I'm saying? Talking. We're going to be talking sports. We're going to be talking NBA playoffs. We're going to be talking track and field. So if that's not up your alley, you should just stay and listen anyway and just listen to me talk. And before that, man, when y'all get a chance, man, if you are already not, make sure you subscribe to the podcast, man. The link is in my bio. You know what I'm saying? If you're not following me on Instagram, my podcast page is Captain's Log Podcast. It's all one word. If you hit the link in the bio, it's right there. You can click on there, and wherever you subscribe to podcasts, if you just want to listen to it on there, you know, you don't have to be on a pay. You don't got to be on a paid subscription to listen to your boy. You know what I'm saying? So check that out. And I'm on my Twitter, Captains 3_ log. I'll be on there talking wild shit too. So that's that. All right. So let's get into the sports, man. Game 1 yesterday, Suns versus Milwaukee. Suns was politely tapping that ass yesterday. Chris Paul went off. Devin Booker went off per usual. You know what I'm saying? I think the center, I forgot his name, Ayton. I forgot his first name. The Bama had like 20 rebounds. He had a smooth double-double. I think he had like 18, 19, 20 points and like 20 rebounds. So that's not good. That's not good if you out here trying to, you're trying to bring the chip home. Defense was looking crazy. Giannis was out there. And, I was happy that, his knee was okay. You know what I mean? He didn't seem like he really had any issues as far as, mobility. You know what I'm saying? Really didn't find out he was playing until like, about a half hour before the game. So he came out, was getting his early buckets, getting a bunch of dunks and shit. But, man, he still got holes in his game, bro. Like, that dunking shit, bro. Listen, I always say this, bro. Like, that dunking shit, that trying to jump out the gym and that just banging down low shit, all you're really doing is shortening your career. First of all, Giannis is not, he's small. You know what I'm saying? So me watching him last night, trying to body Crowder and the other guy, light-skinned dude with the bush, and was really barely pushing them around. You know what I'm saying? All you're really doing is tiring your fucking self out. You know what I mean? As soon as you get tired, what happens? They take advantage of you. And then, Giannis is grabbing the rebound. You know what I'm saying? He's bringing the ball up the court himself. Bruh, you need to get that up. And you need to get as much time in between, because as soon as you get down there, you're getting it back. So at this point, it's either him or it's Middleton jacking threes. Now, don't get me wrong. They hit like 16 threes. So they was hitting, but they still lost. You know what I'm saying? They still had no answer for Chris Paul. I don't know what this plan was for the coach to say, all the big guys are going to check Chris Paul, because you had Giannis checking him, you had Lopez checking him, and they was all getting fucking used up. You know what I'm saying? And he was just killing them with the mid-range. The little mid-range fadeaway joint, you know what I'm saying, from the block, buckets. You know what I mean? Like, that's... Look, I said Suns in 6, but it's going to be fucking Suns in goddamn 5, maybe even 4, if they playing like this. If Milwaukee plays like that again, game 2 tomorrow, and they lose the same way by 10+ points, it's a wrap. I know that I will say they will take one in Milwaukee, but not enough that they can bring it back. I mean, man, Chris Paul trying to win, dog. He was doing some little wild flopping shit too, but he want to win, man. I just think that he want to win it more than Milwaukee. You know what I mean? Even just him, more than anybody else on the floor. Chris Paul want to win. You know what I'm saying? Giannis, man, the best advice I can give to him is let's just work on a jump shot. Let's work on them foul shots too. It's bad. You know what I'm saying? It's bad when every time you go to shoot foul shots, they're counting to throw you off, and they're throwing you off, and you getting violations because you taking too long to shoot foul shots. Like, bruh, you're a professional, dog. Like, you got to make these changes, man. If you want to be the big name person in your career, you can't all this holes in your game. You got to plug that shit up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, it's either Suns in 5 or they sweeping. You know what I'm saying? If they lose again like they did, if they lose again like they did game 1 tomorrow, it's gonna be 5. If they go 3-0, it's swept. So just go ahead and get the broom out. All right. So let's get into track and field, man. So last episode, man, I made a small little 10-minute joint. I was talking about the Sha'Carri Richardson situation. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, everybody knows, the world knows. You know what I mean? She had marijuana in her system when she took a drug test, and she got taste suspended. You know what I mean? 30-day suspension. So everybody's banking on her still running the 400 because they said she was still allowed to do it. Her suspension will be up by then. Then we find out that she not running shit because she wasn't selected. So again, you know what I'm saying? My stance doesn't change. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against her. You know what I'm saying? I wish her the best. I think she's just going to come back stronger. But I am chairman of the Rules Committee. The rules are the rules. Don't do the shit, you fine. You know what I'm saying? Parent pass, I get it. Rules are still rules. We're not bending rules because we're not bending rules for nobody, for no reason. They're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Now, will the rule be changed in the future? Probably not, because these rules are for the Olympics. Let me explain something to y'all about the Olympics. Do y'all know what the Olympics is? This is a this is a global event. You know what I'm saying? This is a global event. This ain't just like, oh, well, weed is legal in 16, 17 states in the United States. United States is only one country in the world, dog. It's only one. You know what I'm saying? So how many other countries in the world are saying that it's okay to smoke weed? Obviously, it ain't that many. If it's a what people calling it an old rule, it's still a rule. It's up to date for them. So she don't get to run in nothing. You know what I'm saying? But what really burns me. So I'm past the whole comparing it to Michael Phelps shit. I'm past that. Now my new thing is celebrities and regular people too talking about boycotting the Olympics. So what about the other people that's still in? What about the other hundreds, maybe even thousands of Americans that are in the Olympics? White or black, whatever color. What about them? So just because one woman who made a mistake, stepped up to the plate and said, this was my mistake, you know what I'm saying? I know what I did. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be there, her aunt and uncle, and say what she should be and what she shouldn't be, and who ain't perfect and who ain't that and who ain't this and who ain't that. But y'all saying boycott it. Why would you boycott it, bro? So are you saying that this woman is more important than anybody else in the sport just because she was the fastest woman in the country? But you got niggas who saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw one out there. Steven Jackson. Ex basketball player, All the Smoke podcast, you know what I mean? Podcast is legit, but nigga be talking stupid. Talking about something, oh man, if they don't love us, man, we should just boycott the Olympics. Bruh, y'all gotta fucking watch what y'all be saying, bruh. Like, I even, you know what I'm saying? I get on the podcast, I'm a nobody, so I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta be careful what y'all saying out here, bruh. Like, somebody like that, you a celebrity, you got a big following, and people are listening to you, and you just go out here and say, oh, boycott it. You know what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden people ain't watching it. Now, of course, it's a sport at the end of the day, but you want to be supported. You know what I'm saying? I want to be supported. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a podcaster and I want to be supported. I am supported. I want to be supported as much as I can. But if somebody's saying, oh, don't listen to Captain's Law podcast because he a bitch. You know what I mean? First of all, you're going to have to see me with the hands. And secondly, why would you do that, bro? Why would you try to put somebody else down? So you just saying fuck everybody else because you smoke weed on a daily basis and this woman couldn't get her way. Really, dog, I honestly, in my opinion, I honestly think the people who are really, really the most upset about it are the people who smoke weed all the time. Are the regular weed smokers. Somebody tell me I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? Only the weed smokers are saying, oh, man, we won't do this. No, boycott it. Y'all sit y'all asses down and root for the rest of the fucking country who got a chance to go and represent. And maybe we still can fucking overtake fucking Jamaica because you know they motherfucking asses is fast. Anyway, let's move on. So bottom line is, man, stop listening to these fucking celebrities and do your fucking research before you go out here shooting from the hip on these posts. So 2 more things in sports, man. So I don't know if y'all heard, man, but you know, HBO's Hardknocks, you know what I'm saying? It's coming back on, and the Dallas Cowboys, Cowgirls, are supposed to be the team on there. I don't know if this is good or bad, but it just sounds like it's going to be another season of Real Housewives of Dallas or some shit. But they supposed to be the team on there. That thing got paid, coming back healthy. I actually think that the ratings are going to be off. I think the ratings are going to be off the chain for the shit, just off the strength of the team. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of all the Hard Knocks. I thought they all were cool, but this is Dallas. So this is like now you kind of got you have the most popular, one of the most popular teams in the league on this joint. So I think it's going to be crazy. I'm going to be watching out for that, man. So I don't know when it's coming out. I'll keep you up to date. So one last thing in sports, man. Have you guys heard of the guy, Scooter Magruder? If you haven't, man, Scooter Magruder, he is a black dude, and he used to make a lot of like Facebook, Instagram, you know, social media skits. But he was making like game reactions. So NFL, you know, he was Dallas Cowboy fan, so I think he's a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. So whenever Dallas plays, if they win or lose, you know, he would do a reaction after it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I could play it for you, but I'm on live on my phone. But look him up. You know what I mean? So really got really popular off that shit. Like been on TV, you know what I'm saying? Like really moving up. So he made a post on 4th of July. And his post said, "Black people, comma, what are your thoughts on 4th of July now?" And when I say he was getting blasted in the comments, dog, he was getting blasted. Like, everybody was like, blah, 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 blah. You just lost a follower. Oh, man, you used to be cool, man, but now I got to unfollow you. Oh, man, why is everything got to be about race, man? You just lost a follower. It's like 4,000 comments, and half of them are saying that you done lost a follower. So he went to Twitter and made the same post. He said, I made the same post on Facebook. Please pray for me. And it was going on Twitter too. So I think it's funny because, like, if you listen to him, you don't know who he is. He sounds like you're white. You know what I'm saying? So I think he was viewed as like the token black dude. You know what I'm saying? And you know, everybody thought he was funny, but the white people love him. You know what I'm saying? So now that, you know, he's saying, well, I'm still black, so what y'all think about this? You know, Juneteenth and shit just passed. So a lot of black people was like, well, Juneteenth just passed. That's my holiday, do, or whatever. Or some people was like, it's just a day off to cook out. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at with it. And they was fucking blasting him, man. So I just think it's funny, man, where, these people come up that, they come up on these platforms, they go up on social media, and they they make a name for themselves based on doing whatever they do. And then once they get popular enough to where their word matters, and then they say some stuff that they may have had on their chest, or maybe stuff that people don't like, and then they start to crucify him. Like, I mean, he's still black. You know what I'm saying? He's still a black dude. So he still has a right to, say shit like that. It's his platform at the end of the day, because when y'all leave, more other people will come and follow him. So he's still funny. So, but check out Scooter Magruder, though, man. He is hilarious. All right, so on the local, man, I want to send out a rest in peace, man, to the young bull Armoni. He was in a motorcycle accident somewhere near the ICC in Rockville last week, man. I think he was about 23 years old. Just had a young child, man. Really cool dude. I only spoke to him once, but he was well known in the motorcycle community. lost his life, man. So spend a rest in peace to him. I'll just give it a quick moment of silence. All right, rest easy, my man. I had a conversation with a buddy of mine, a guy that I used to really run on the streets with, Baltimore cat. And he called me and was just like, he was contemplating, converting over to just riding the track only. So for those who know me, those who don't, I used to ride motorcycles on the street for about 4 or 5 years. I used to blaze them shits up. 495, Harry S. Truman, Church Road, Science Drive, all that shit was my own personal racetrack. And as time went by, I just really started to feel like it was time for me to take my talents to the track because that's all I want to do is go fast. So ended up crashing my bike, you know what I'm saying? Small joint, didn't no injuries for real. And bought a house, bought another bike, went to the track, and been there ever since. That was in 2015, 16. I've been on the track ever since. So usually what happens every year, man, there's crashes, every year there's deaths. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks, but sometimes it be a person that everybody know. You know what I mean? I wish that nobody would crash, but that's kind of it's a part of the game. You know what I mean? So it'll never stop. You know what I mean? As long as they keep making bikes and as long as people keep getting bike license, somebody's gonna crash. So he spoke to me, man, and was just talking about, the shit was happening on the streets. Every time he turned around, somebody was dying or getting really injured. And he said he wanted to go to the track. And I was like, man, my question is, if you do that, like, is that really going to make you happy? You know what I'm saying? Because the track is expensive. It's not cheap, especially if you go a lot. You know what I mean? You're talking $250, $300 a whop. So it's just like, is that really going to make you happy? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm to the point now where, I've been hitting the track hard for, 6 years, going on 7 years. To where I'm like, well, I wouldn't mind having me a little cruiser or something to putt around on. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, you know what I'm saying, I had to make a decision where am I going to be the old track guy? Or am I going to go back to the streets, get me a little road glide or something and just be chilling and have the cookout music blasting at the stoplight? You know what I'm saying? That's a decision that, I have to figure out. But as far as anyone who knows me and wants to know my stance on street riding and track riding, I always say that it's a chapter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a book. Motorcycles, it's a book. It's a thick ass book. And you got to go through every page from, you being that guy and getting your license and, riding a bike, not knowing what to do, not knowing how to look over it, not knowing who to ride with, who is cool, who not cool. You know what I'm saying? Where the speed cameras at, where the police at, to, being in a bike club or having a good group of guys, S1000R BMW. To saying, well, I'm in a club, I'm president, or I'm gonna be a track dude, I'm going to the track, and now you breaking your bike down all the way down to the motor by yourself, to being that guy with the leathers on, riding long distance with your boo-boo on the back of the bike. Like, you gotta, all of those are chapters, you know what I'm saying? And it took me a while to figure out that I can't take that chapter of bike life away from nobody. So my answer to him is like, look, if you got a bike that you can use for the track, I say just use it, go here and there, and then you'll make the decision along the way. But I at this point, I would never tell nobody, just stop riding the street, but come to the track. I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he'll make the right decision. I would love to have him out there with me, man. All right, lastly, this is a birthday week. The captain is turning 36 years old on Friday. 36, man. Ooh, I don't feel old, but I look it. Gray hairs up. So I'm a Cancer, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, do y'all really believe in that astrology shit, dog? Like, y'all really believe in that? Do Cancers really be crying and shit and be emotional and all that? I don't be doing all that. I was a crybaby when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? But I had no father figure, so I ain't had nobody tell me to tough it out. But y'all believe in that shit? I don't know. I could be a bit emotional. I don't know. Maybe. I don't believe in none of that shit, though. But birthday on Friday, man. So putting this out today, you know what I mean? It'll be out tomorrow. And it is what it is. I'm going to chill. The wife going to do something nice for me. And that's it, bro. To be honest, bro, ever since my 30th birthday, where I got super, super drunk, had endless shots of Hennessy and all that at the bar, threw up on somebody's car, passed the fuck out, all that. I kind of been scarred from the birthday shit. So, fellas, if you're trying to do something, that shit better be light, and I need to eat real good. But that's it, man. My birthday is coming up, man. I'm going to chill. You know what I mean? Happy birthday to me. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for riding with me. One last thing, man. I'm also on Twitch now. I'm on Twitch, streaming Call of Duty, mostly Warzone. So my Twitch account is boogie_TNR. Look that up. You know what I'm saying? Also, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to the podcast, bro. Subscribe it. You know what I mean? Share the shit. You know what I mean? If you got an episode or something, man, or a clip, an Instagram clip that you thought was cool, you know what I mean? Please share that shit, bro. Like, I can't do nothing without y'all help. You know what I mean? Share the shit, man. And I could just keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna do it regardless, but it would be great, greatly appreciated for my birthday if each and every person that is on my friend list or follows who all listens could just go and pick one episode and share that shit and just push it for like a day. Like make about 2 or 3 posts. Say, man, check my man out. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be great. I think that's gonna be my task for the week for y'all. For my birthday, if you could, number 1, subscribe if you haven't. And number 2, pick an episode that you really like and share that shit. Fair enough? I think we can do that, man. But that's all I got, man. I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to go upstairs and curl up. I'm going to go make me some steak. All right? Captain out.